were glistening. I was talking to the night as if it were listening, like the moon and the stars could give a shit about my meager life and all that went with it, as if an abstract concept could feel or care or answer the questions that brought me there. The relative silence of this deserted grid that crisscrossed the squares where our lives were hid behind blinds or curtains or doors uncertain. They could hold out the cold of the constant encourages and raging invasions, crude violations. Life's uninvited guests come to serve occupations like preoccupied pests and their oblivious pride, eating our walls into dust from the inside till the whole structure crumbled and fell. The precarious precepts that we knew so well, the evidence we always knew would convict us. Being down on our luck was enough to evict us from yet another temporary home that would soon house more problems, so much like our own as to be inherently indistinguishable. Like the uncovered back of a pickup truck full of well-worn belongings and unfettered longings for the end of the search for a place for us and our things. Moved on from vague places, stayed with the traces. No cheap paint erases off to the next spot. Down a couple of blocks, still a walk through the snow to the same bus stop. Forced to keep moving, rarely improving the state of our station. This nomadic nation, the revenue part of your revenue property, brought to you by the citizens of poverty. Supposed to fit in, and greed is a virtue, empathy's a sin, intentionally misguided to keep us divided and out of the towers where our future's decided by puppets, calling for calm and false unity, unchecked, unbalanced with complete impunity, and the insidious lie told again and again that any one of us could quickly rise up to join them. But I have some idea why a caged bird sings. It sings because it doesn't have a choice. You either use that shit or you lose your voice. I didn't build this system, but I've seen the heart of it. Nobody asks you if you want to take part in this unseen reality. We're busy avoiding how every city contains a third world it's exploiting, while feigning ignorance of what we all know, dividing neighborhoods where they'll never go, paving over the cracks we fall through and get lost. And then fretting about who'll be covering that cost, spouting cliches about pulling on bootstraps, baiting traps, while we're stuck running laps, and then preaching about how it's on us to improve, when the best we can hope for are lateral moves. And you might get rewarded if you just conform, be a conscript in a fast food uniform, but how much dignity can you hope to retain in an entropic existence circling the drain, as if the people with generational wealth know best when they tell us to vote against our own interests, and that generational poverty just means we're lazy, like sleeping under a bridge can only mean that we're crazy. I'm not sure I have any, I'm not one of those few, I'm still one of the many, but there should be enough for everyone. Well, a few cling to excess while most have none, struggling and straining just to get through long days at the jobs no one else wants to do, and bearing the weight of the world on their shoulders to create the surplus that thrills the stockholders. Thank you, everyone.